Hello everybody. Greetings from paradise. I hope you're well. Sorry, just a reminder that I am in Grand Cayman, so I am 5 hours behind the UK. And just trying to get the light a little bit more in would be good, wouldn't it? Let's see. I have, hello, those who are joining, welcome. So I posted the prayer to my team yesterday to share today, and then I woke up and read it and was like, there's a bit missing. So I'm not getting on as well to being able to do the live streams every day because, well, I'm learning to dive and I'm having to make the most of when I can go out there, and sometimes it doesn't quite coexist. So I'm just going to share the prayer and then I'll explain where I'm coming from, because so much of what is going on for me at the moment in terms of my spiritual awakening is relating to this diving experience, which is an analogy for so many things. Hello Natalie, hello PT Nobe. I think I've got that right, sorry if I haven't. So, do you remember the Flight of the Conchords? Today's prayer starts with that. So, good morning diamonds, or good afternoon. Yeah! Upside down on the bottom of the ocean floor, I gaze in awe. Hello, welcome. At the depths of me, I am at peace floating within. I am in me completely. Wow! I never thought to check this out. Even though it still existed, my previous focus missed it. Now I see through different eyes. Paradise has no disguise. I get to be living my dream in my physical reality. Yeah, baby. Now you're wanting some of this. Remember, it exists for you to manifest. Ready to put it to the test? Your I am presence activation, I mean. Come on, starseed, let's co-create our dreams. I am living my dream. I am that. I am. So, a bit more light. Let's have the light. So, a lot of what I've been posting about here since I've been here has been like, we do so much waiting, you know, we do so much waiting for things to manifest, and we don't realise that we're the ones blocking it, because we keep saying, oh, when I get this done, I'll be able to have this. When I get this done, I'll be able to have this. And in my co-creation success course, I talk a lot about something called roadblocks, road closures, and declared road work. So sometimes we just can't go in a way that we want to go. We can't have what we want to have. Other times we can, but we're going to need to basically go through some diversions to get to where we want to get to. And other times we're not aware of what is actually preventing us from being able to co-create what we want to co-create. I'm just going to, the lighting is definitely needing some adjustment. Let's see if I lift this up, will that be better? No. Yes, hello. So, yeah, basically, I'm just going to have to, doesn't matter, you're going to listen, it'll be fine. Yeah, the whole thing here, I've ended up in paradise. I didn't know I was going to be here 6 months ago. I kept being invited to Paradise Islands last year, and 2 years before I'd been to Kauai for what was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I thought, and here I am in another once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that could easily become half my year if I wanted to. Hello, pretty, welcome. So, things can really change if we allow them to, but there is a process we need to go through. And first of all, we need to believe that change is possible. Secondly, we need to align with what we want fully. And, you know, your conscious mind has certain ideas, but your subconscious mind has other ideas. So being able to get your subconscious lined up with your conscious will is essential. And then being able to maintain the frequency of positive expectation rather than going into doubt every time it feels like there's a delay, every time it feels like things aren't working out the way you want to. You can bet your bottom dollar when you put your higher self in charge, everything is lining up to take you where you want to go. But where we get stuck in ourselves is we get caught up in the external rather than the internal. And what I mean by that is you can get really caught up in what it will look like, so who you'll end up with or where exactly you'll be, when actually it's the feeling state that you access that is so important to keep feeding. So, you know, for me, the idea of paradise means, you know, when you co-create your personal paradise, which is something that I talk about a lot in my coaching, you're talking about a daily existence that is really enjoyable. You're talking about a daily existence that you want to fully participate in. you're talking about the fact that your work, I'm trying to think about where I heard this. Oh, it was my teacher yesterday. Yeah, that your work ends up being like the fun part of your day. Like, can you open to this idea that your work is where you have the most fun, where you have the most enjoyment? And then your time off is when you're resting, recuperating, recalibrating, expanding your knowledge, your awareness, growing in yourself. You start to get an impulse towards something else you'd like to explore, you'd like to learn. Now, the interesting thing, the last three prayers I've done recently have been about diving, because I never thought I really wanted to dive. It was never something that came up for me that was something I thought I wanted to do, but because my partner is really into it, I opened my heart to it. It was something that, because of someone in my life that I really care about, and it's a passion of theirs, I opened myself up to it. The invitation came and I said yes. There was some trepidation, there was some resistance, some anxiety, because it was something that I hadn't really thought was really driving me in terms of my own personal passions, but it was also something that is like being able to just explore, like, this has come up in my life, why has it come up, what resistance do I have to it? And for me, a lot of it was about breathing underwater. It was just the fear of breathing underwater, like, you know, being a fish out of water. So, like, I quite like being on dry land, and here I am looking at being under the water, and so I went with it, basically. But the point is, if we're in spiritual exploration, we can end up going to depths that we feel are as deep as we get, right? And then life explores us, and it gives us an opportunity to dive deeper. Whether we choose to go there or not, often we don't know there are deeper depths to go to until an opportunity presents itself, and then you're like, oh wow, okay. So what's happened for me in the last few days, symbolically, is I've gone deeper into my depths. So you think about underwater, the subconscious, I've gone deeper into my depths than I ever have before. 18 meters deep than I've ever been before. Or maybe take 2 off and say, you know, I've definitely been 2 meters underwater. Now I've gone, you know, full 18. So it's like, wow. Now, most people get really into exploring the coral and the beautiful fish, and there's rainbow fish and all sorts of great things. What was my priceless moment was turning upside down and being able to see the top of the ocean, being able to see the sun beyond the top of the ocean, and seeing how deep in myself I was, how deep in the ocean, and how at peace I was. And that was like, wow. No one can take that away from me now. This idea that I can be in the deepest depths of me, and I am peaceful, right? I am at peace. And that's what this poem is about. It's like being able to find that peace within you. So poem, prayer, same thing, it kind of comes through. Also, in exploring your deeper depths and finding that you are at deeper peace within yourself, then you trust yourself to go even further, right? And this is the thing, is sort of expanding your comfort zone is always going to be met with resistance, right? So I had to expand my comfort zone to go underwater, and I had to encounter my own resistance, which was that I didn't know if I was that up for it. I didn't know if I'd really like it. I needed to check in with whether I was just trying to keep someone else happy, or whether I really wanted to do it. Actually, I was just frightened. You know, I was frightened that I wouldn't be able to cope underwater, and I'd panic. Now, what's so interesting about when you panic underwater, because the first 2 times I dived, I definitely had a few moments where I was like, oh, I can't breathe, I haven't got enough oxygen. Now, as a yoga teacher, I'm used to breathing in and out through my nose, I'm used to lengthening my out breaths, I'm used to conserving, you know, my energy through doing that. And what I've had to learn in being underwater is to conserve my energy even more by not flapping about too much with my fins, not swimming, but just allowing neutral buoyancy, which is what I talked about yesterday, to help me to go with the current, to go with what's happening, and to flow with it in the depths of my subconscious. And learning to breathe through the mouth, right? So breathing in and out through the mouth. Yesterday it was effortless. Yesterday I didn't think twice about it. I didn't have one moment where I was like, I haven't got enough air, whereas the day before I really did. And what you do when you're panicking is you have to go through a little check. You're like, right, have I got oxygen? You look at your instruments, you're like, yeah, I've got air, I'm fine, right? So what do I need to do differently to what I'm used to? Okay, usually I breathe out, now I need to focus more on breathing in. Okay, everything around me is okay, my instructor's there, everything's here, all is well. I know I've got air, I just need to focus on and breathing in. So you talk yourself down, and so many people that are doing deeper work now are needing to learn. So you have a teacher, you have a coach, helps you get there, right? Helps you see how you can be different in yourself. And then you need to practice that. So situations will come up that trigger fear, trigger panic, trigger anxiety. And you need to get yourself back to that place of calm and trust through the tools that you actually have. Hello, Courtney. PT, no, let me know what you're talking about. Yes, I am. Yes, I am that. I got you. So, you know, when I take this whole analogy to where we are now, you know, in where I've got to in my journey, that I am here and I am experiencing the idea of living in paradise, and also the fact that I could be here for 6 months if I wanted to next year, that this is a genuine possibility for me now. All I have to do is say yes if it's in alignment with what I want to do. This is where you arrive. And when you arrive in what you've wanted to co-create, you then need to just basically accept that you deserve this, and you don't need to keep creating self-sabotage and resistance and trouble to then say, oh, see, it's not that great anyway. So I've had things come up in my head like reminders of things I've seen or heard in the past, things like another shitty day in paradise, or trouble in paradise, or almost paradise. You know, there's songs, you know, there's all these things around this concept of paradise. But what is paradise? For me, it's living life with grace and ease. You know, it's being able to enjoy the whole day, and to enjoy working, to enjoy time off, to enjoy the opportunities. And when you co-create, and one of my coaches really reminded me of this, Brenda, she's like, if you don't like something that's come your way, as a powerful manifestor, you can say, well, that doesn't resonate with me. So example, last night, Ian had come home and, you know, he'd been working all day, I'd been working all day, we were going to spend the evening together and just chill. Hello, Nabik. Suddenly he's like, oh, I've got to go to the airport and I've got to do an airport pickup. So he would have been gone for an hour and a half. We were just trying to work out dinner around it. And I was thinking, oh, okay, well, this is kind of part of being here. He's going to have to do this sometime. No problem. You can get on with more work, even though I didn't really want to get on with more work. And the next thing, I accepted it, but I also recognised, I was like, oh, okay, we can be with this. We can be at peace with it. But is there something better? And he then gets a call basically saying, oh, well, actually, how about you don't go to the airport? How about you just drop the vehicle off to where another person can take and pick up these clients? And how about you drive the convertible Mustang back? So if you saw my RozyGlow Rosie Kalliabetsos Facebook page yesterday, I put some photos up of the lovely Mustang that we got to drive back in, because, you know, part of Ian's work here is just doing lots of stuff. He's teaching scuba diving, he's running the boats, he's doing sorts of great stuff. But yesterday it meant us driving back a convertible Mustang through paradise back home. And, you know, that's quite a fun interjection in the evening that I didn't expect, that just enhanced our experience of grace and ease and joy, and we flowed with it. We went with the current, right? So neutral buoyancy is a very important term, and it's something I'm learning about being underwater, is that, you know, when you control it and you get it right through your air pressure, you hover. And you're not floating downwards, you're not floating upwards. But depending on where you are in the ocean, the depths of the ocean, you need to adjust how much air you have in your device to basically be able to stay in neutral buoyancy there. So any time, like when I look up, I go up. When I look down, I go down. So being able to actually stay neutral requires constant adjustment to your environment. So being aware of your environment, being aware of where you are, utilising all of your senses. Hello, depravity mavity, I love it. Right, I'm going to read the prayer one more time, but I'm hoping these analogies are exciting, because it's like there's so much symbolism everywhere we go, and I love living through symbolism. I love everywhere I go. On the bed sheets that we've just put in the wash, basically ocean view is written in the bed sheets. Now that's Ian's place that's just been sold, is called Ocean View. The anchorage is somewhere we drive past, which is this huge complex here on the seafront, and we're moving to a place called the Anchorage, or he's moving to a place called the Anchorage, and I'll be in and out of there when we get back. And what else has been coming up? Avalon. So I was told to look out for Avalon, and when I saw it 3 times, I knew I'd be really online, and this was something that a really great psychic told me about. There's this place called Avalon that we drive past. I've been looking for this sign for so long, and we drive past it every time we go on this one road through Grand Cayman. So anyway, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's all everywhere when you start looking out for it. Okay, so Thursday, 7th of February. Good afternoon, diamonds. Ah, yeah. Reference to Flight of the Conchords, if you remember that. Upside down on the bottom of the ocean floor, I gaze in awe. At the depths of me, I am at peace floating within. I am in me, completely. Wow. I never thought to check this out. Even though it still existed, my previous focus missed it. Now I see through different eyes. Paradise has no disguise. I get to be living my dream in my physical reality. Yeah, baby, now you're wanting some of this. Remember, it exists for you to manifest. Ready to put it to the test? Your I am presence activation, I mean. Come on, starseed, let's co-create our dreams. I am living my dream. I am that I am. You got to bring it forward, okay? I am that I am. I am living it now. This is what I want now. I'm claiming it now. What does it look like now? You only need to have a smidgen of an idea and you go towards it, and that's what will start to expand in your life. You will meet your own resistance as well, and so what do? You love up that resistance so that you can get to a new place. So if loving up resistance helps you to go deeper into yourself, and then you find your neutral buoyancy wherever the new depths are, then you're ready to go deeper. You've got to constantly check in with equalizing your ears. If you try and go down too fast, it hurts, right? If you try and force yourself to change before you're ready, and your body will tell you when you're ready, it hurts, right? Just like if you stay stuck somewhere that you're really not meant to be, it hurts. So being able to constantly adjust to your environment is essential. And when I talk here about, now I see through different eyes, paradise has no disguise. When you actually see through the eyes of co-creating, knowing you're a powerful manifestor, co-creating your dreams, all you see is an opportunity to create that everywhere you go, right? So whether you want to conceive a baby, whether you want to conceive a new version of yourself, whether you want to break free of a person, a habit, a version of yourself that you're tired of being in, all of this is achievable. But you have got to start claiming your power. And that's why all the I am statements that I do in my free meditations, that I do in my coaching, when combined with the deep clearing that I do through my coaching work, through the emotional mental detox methods and all the other reality crafting methods I teach, you get on the super fast path, but you have to really listen in to when the pressure's building in your ears and you just need to equalize, just need to stay there, be patient with yourself, then you drop down a little bit more. So, I hope you found that interesting. I will read it one more time. Anyone who gets inspiring ideas come out of the things I say, hey Roshan, hey Sam, please just share them with me. I'd love to know. So, last time. Good afternoon, diamonds. Ah, yeah. Upside down on the bottom of the ocean floor, I gaze in awe. At the depths of me, I am at peace floating within. I am in me completely. Wow. I never thought to check this out. Even though it still existed, my previous focus missed it. Now I see through different eyes. Paradise has no disguise. I get to be living my dream in my physical reality. Yeah, baby, now you're wanting some of this. Remember, it exists for you to manifest. Ready to put it to the test? Your I am presence activation, I mean. Come on, starseed. Let's co-create our dreams. I am living my dream. I am that I am. Thanks, Kurt. Right, so anyone who is with me, who's reading, watching this, and you get to the point where you are living your dream, what I'd like to know is what your dream is. Please comment. Okay, whether you find this on Facebook or Instagram, comment. Let me know what your dream is. Let me know what your personal paradise looks like right now. And, you know, it might mean going off to a paradise island, it might not. It's how does your current environment shift to allow you to feel at ease within it? How do you want it to look that it doesn't currently look? If you start to focus your attention there, the pathway towards it starts being created. And that's what we do through breakthrough calls. We help remove the obstacles or get clear on what the obstacles are standing in your way. And then, depending on whether you join on Co-Creation Success to harness the power of your mental body, or you join with the Fearless, Empowered and Free to Be Me, or the Co-Create Conceive with Ease program, you get an opportunity to do all the deep work I'm talking about so that you line up. And, you know, if finances are a problem, remember it's new moon, go onto my RozyGlow website and download the Star Salutation Prosperity Challenge. I know someone who did that a year ago with the intention of being able to join my group coaching program, and she is joining and starting next Wednesday. So, no excuses. Whatever you want is right in front of you. You might need to do a little bit of aligning and patience to get there, but you will, you know, just get aligned with it. Take no no's for an answer, okay? It's only yes, and get aligned with your success. Love you lots. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Bye.